Representing Degenerate Ape Mafia. Shout out to my boy Lucius, Monolith. The best DJ in the world, Soul Size. I know y'all see me around, I figured it was time to introduce myself. At the Academy of Degenerate Apes, if you're looking for some color, see me EJ the Cray. The Cray is short for crayon, not crazy or craze. I'm the crayon dealing rapper of the DAA. With my glasses 3D and my tie-dye tee. If you're not colorblind, I'm easy to see. Terrific, monolithic, got me looking all cute. Go ask your girlfriend about my attributes. I'm not a homo sake, just a digital ape. Bringing rainbow vomit vocals till I graduate. And I never get high, I'm my own supply. So my mouth stay clean if you're wondering why. I don't accept ETH, cash, digital gold. You wanna pay me for my crayons, gotta pay me in soul. Alright, let me take a look and see what I got here for today. Okay, I got pink, brown, black, orange, yellow, and green, maroon, copper, fuchsia, gray, and aquamarine, royal, purple, navy, blue, rose, razzmatazz, and the salmon, sky blue, red, purple, pizzazz. Spring forward, sun to olive, cup, Caribbean green, mango, tango, cotton candy, eggplant from my fiends, strawberry, indigo, scarlet, silver, and plum, laser, lemon, watermelon, get your gums feeling numb. I got your color wax snacks, I'm EJ the Crayon, you're a proud member of the DAA. Last thing you should know before I go is key. I'm just one of 10K at the Academy. We all have our story to tell, you see. That's why we're the best NFT community. Grunt, grunt. Grunt, grunt. Grunt, grunt. I'm a Degenerate. Grunt, grunt. I'm a Degenerate. Newest member of Degen Artist Management. Representing Degenerate Ape Mafia. Shout out to my boy Lucius, Monolith. The best DJ in the world, Soul Size. I know y'all see me around, I figured it was time to introduce myself. At the Academy of Degenerate Apes, if you're looking for some color, see me EJ the Cray. The Cray is short for crayon, not crazy or craze. I'm the crayon dealing rapper of the DAA. With my glasses 3D and my tie-dye tee. If you're not colorblind, I'm easy to see. Terrific, monolithic, got me looking all cute. Go ask your girlfriend about my attributes. I'm not a homo sake, just a digital ape. Bringing rainbow vomit vocals till I graduate. And I never get high, I'm my own supply. So my mouth stay clean if you're wondering why. I don't accept ETH, cash, digital gold. You wanna pay me for my crayons, gotta pay me in soul. Alright, let me take a look and see what I got here for today. Okay, I got pink, brown, black, orange, yellow, and green, maroon, copper, fuchsia, gray, and aquamarine, royal, purple, navy, blue, rose, razzmatazz, and the salmon, sky blue, red, purple, pizzazz. Spring forward, sun to olive, cup, Caribbean green, mango, tango, cotton candy, eggplant from my fiends, strawberry, indigo, scarlet, silver, and plum, laser, lemon, watermelon, get your gums feeling numb. I got your color wax snacks, I'm EJ the Crayon, you're a proud member of the DAA. Last thing you should know before I go is key. I'm just one of 10K at the Academy. We all have our story to tell, you see. That's why we're the best NFT community. Grunt, grunt. Grunt, grunt. Grunt, grunt. I'm a Degenerate. Grunt, grunt. I'm a Degenerate. Newest member of Degen Artist Management. Representing Degenerate Ape Mafia. Shout out to my boy Lucius, Monolith. The best DJ in the world, Soul Size. I know y'all see me around, I figured it was time to introduce myself. At the Academy of Degenerate Apes, if you're looking for some color, see me EJ the Cray. The Cray is short for crayon, not crazy or craze. I'm girlfriend about my attributes. I'm not a homo sape, just a digital ape. Bringing rainbow vomit vocals till I graduate. And I never get high on my own supply. So my mouth stay clean if you're wondering why. I don't accept ETH, cash, digital gold. You wanna pay me for my crayons, gotta pay me in soul. Alright, let me take a look and see what I got here for today. Okay, I got pink, brown, black, orange, yellow, and green. Maroon, copper, fuchsia, gray, and aquamarine. Royal, purple, navy, blue, rose, razzmatazz. Sienna, salmon, sky blue, red, purple, pizzazz. Spring forward, hunter, olive cup, Caribbean green. Mango, tango, cotton candy, eggplant from my fiends. Strawberry, indigo, scarlet, silver, and plum. Laser lemon, watermelon, get your gums feeling numb. I got your color wax snacks on. EJ the Crayon, you're a proud member of the DA. Last thing you should know before I go is key. I'm just one of 10K at the academy. We all have our story to tell, you see. That's why we're the best NFT community. Grunt, grunt. Grunt, grunt. Grunt, grunt. I'm a Degenerate Ape. Grunt, grunt. I'm a Degenerate Ape.
And we should be live, if everyone can hear us. If someone can write in the comments if there's any issues with the sound, but welcome to Trash Talk, episode 3. Knox was supposed to be doing today, but I've stood in for him, so it's my first time, so please be nice to me. We've got Saint on the line as well, and we've got Crasskitty, who is part of the dev team, so I don't know if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, hey, I'm Crass, or Crasskitty. I'm head of product over at Degenerate Ape. Been in NFTs for about 2 years now. Built a crypto market NFT marketplace called Blumenite on Near. Worked on some contract stuff over the summer. Got roped into Degenerate Apes, if I can speak, and have been a Degen ever since. So it's good.
You are literally living the dream. The working full time in NFTs. I think it's like everyone wants to just work full time in NFTs now.
Yeah, it's a dream. Sometimes a nightmare, but mostly a dream. So yeah.
So what is your actual job in the team? So what's your day to day sort of? What do you do? Is it
sure? So head of product is kind of like the idea of a product manager on steroids. If you don't know what a product manager is, basically I work with Mono and I work with King Konga, who is our project manager / product designer. And I kind of take their ideas and then I turn them into what's called PRDs, which is a product requirement document. Believe it or not, the team actually has documents that outline how every feature is supposed to work. I shit you not. Whether we stick to them or not is to be debated. But I basically outline, like, I write stories of how things are supposed to work. So I'll write stories about like Jake, Degenerate Ape holder, wants to do XYZ. He does XYZ. He is then pleased, and then I write it in very simple terms to hand to developers. And then I manage kind of the expectations between development and the artistic creative side and facilitate that.
Wow, sounds really good and exciting. So really it's just like, what's the team been up to since Mint? Because I think, how many months has it been now, Saint? Is it 5 months or 6 months?
It's almost been about 6 months since mid-August. And the biggest question that always comes up, Crass, is can devs do something? So now's your chance. Can devs do something?
Not only can devs do something, devs have done something. You'll literally get to see it tomorrow if you are a holder of an ape. Congratulations. If you're not a holder of an ape, you'll even see something, which is really exciting.
Is that an announcement then? Is it
Oh shit. Alpha. Series Alpha, but the website should be launching tomorrow. Fingers fucking crossed.
So you heard it here first, guys. Remember, Degen TV, the website is launching tomorrow.
I think that's the 150th time I've heard that one.
It's launching tomorrow?
Yeah, which is
usually
about
it's 2 hours.
30 days times 5 months. So every day, we're launching tomorrow.
I feel like our trademark is usually we're launching in 2 hours. I'm not sure where you're getting the tomorrow information, but I'm gonna say it's not in
No,
2 hours. It's tomorrow.
I'm just teasing you.
I know, I'm
I'm just
teasing you.
Can we actually, when it is 2 hours away, can we have an official tweet saying it is 2 hours away, and we'll see how many people believe that it's 2 hours away?
I can't promise that because I don't actually write the Twitter tweets, believe it or not. As sassy as I am, that is somebody else who I will remain unnamed. But
Do you
somebody
know?
is very good at Twitter.
Do you know, Crass, the best thing that the team ever did was create the Degen brand and lean into it, like a brand that is just all about messing up.
Well, they hired
Because
me, and my name is Crass, so.
well, there you go. No, but it gives you cover. So every time you mess up, right? Hey, it's just part of the brand.
You know,
it's just
it's
part
just
of the
like,
brand.
what else do you expect from us? We're just a bunch of fuck ups.
Yeah, I think we all are.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's why it's so relatable, and that's why everyone loves it. But
Yeah.
Chris, tell us more. Sorry, we interrupted you.
No,
Devs are doing something.
I am a total fuck up, and I lost my train of thought. So what were we talking about?
What the devs have been doing
are
since
doing
Mint.
something.
Oh yeah, devs are doing something. Devs have done something, and more dev work is coming, which is super exciting. I don't know why I'm finger gunning like crazy, but it's apparently because I'm ready to. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, we since August have actually been under a lot. So I know there's not a lot that's been visible, and that's been hard for a lot of us, including me. But I will specify, like, we've done a lot, like, the DAO elections were actually like a huge development undertaking, believe it or not, like to build kind of the Discord bot. We then like worked on this DAO website where you could stake your DAO token that we were going to grant, and like all this. We spent a lot of time on it, and I don't know how much of this I'm supposed to say, so I'm trying to like keep it light. But like also there's been some rugs, I would say, for us.
Yeah.
Like anyone in the NFT space, we trusted people to do development work that maybe weren't the best developers.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of delays with trying to figure development work out with like that in particular. That project then got scrapped because it looked like the DAO was able to find something that they wanted to use instead. So literally like 3 days away from pushing launch on it, we were like, goodbye. So there was a lot of resources there that, you know, and I'll be transparent here because that's who I am. I'm a very transparent person. This is probably why I've been trusted not to be speaking before. But there's been so much effort. I want to clarify. There's been so much effort by myself and the team. And one of the biggest things that we've undertaken is creating this new homepage, and creating the academy that you actually get to interact with when you enter as an ape holder. And so what does that mean? What does that look like? Well, if you look at our current webpage, everybody go to like degenateape.academy, right? It's got charm, is how I would describe it, but it's very clearly not what we're promising. And so we wanted to really reamp and revisit and re-amplify what that mission looks like, and what does that homepage look like? So if you want to give a little alpha, Tishran, do you want to show them what I've
Oh
seen
yeah,
there?
should we start with the outside first?
The outside, yeah, the outside. So this is the outside of the academy. As you can see, as you scroll around with your mouse, you can actually interact with it. You scroll down, there's like this whole interaction. You can draw dicks all over our homepage. In fact, you'll notice very shortly that I was very much drawing dicks all over the homepage. That's a dick behind our cameras right there. There's a banana, which some could consider a dick. And, you know, there's just all sorts of beautiful interactable stuff on this homepage. Now, let's talk a little bit about the complications here in building something like this. So, devs, do something is what you guys have been saying left and right. And I even wrote it here because I thought it was hilarious to write that on a roadmap because it hadn't been updated in a while. Sorry, that's my fault. But I think the big thing here is like, we built something here that at the top of it has 3D interactable. I'm forgetting the word, but it basically means
interactive,
whatever, you know, something interactive. But basically, it's a 3D model that you can actually turn and twist and move with your mouse here. You see, so that's like a whole different thing than the rest of the page. So we actually merged a bunch of different like interfaces into one, and a bunch of different cursors, and like just a ton of different interactions that are happening on the front end here and on the back end and merged them into this one homepage. And we kind of broke a lot of stuff in the process, mainly my brain, but it's fine.
It does
My
look
ability
really
to
cool.
speak is also gone. But this is kind of like the idea. I would like to say I have a challenge for everybody who's listening to this, which is I want to see the most creative drawing you can draw on our homepage when it releases tomorrow. I want everybody to submit, tag Degenerate Ape Academy, tag Crasskitty, say you challenged me. Here's my drawing. And if you draw a dick in my character's mouth, I won't be upset. So just to clarify, but so please, you know, draw the most creative thing you can. You'll notice there's a little Easter egg there where if I hover over different team members' crowns, it was changing the color of your cursor. Like there's all these little Easter eggs are all throughout the site, by the way. There's like tons of them, tons of different little things that were so detail oriented. And thank you, Mono, for that artistic vision, because that's been tremendous to work with. Is just his ability to really understand how important every little detail is and really hammer those home.
So is the site going to be able to handle the traffic tomorrow? Fingers crossed.
I hope so. I fucking hope so.
But it would stay on brand if it didn't.
You know, I'm not going to make any promises.
Yeah.
So Crass, I'm gonna play bad cop here, okay?
Play bad cop. I'm
a lot of this stuff is information that we already have, like rarities, team. I mean, the 3D drawing and stuff is cool, but what can you tell us or show us, everyone that's watching, that's new?
Okay, what's new? Well, first of all, this homepage is pretty new. I just want to advocate for myself there. This is a major upgrade. But
of course.
In real seriousness.
Definitely. The design and everything.
Can you switch to the inside of the Academy view?
Yep.
Are y'all ready to be mind blown? God, I hope this blows your mind. If it doesn't, I'm going to be so upset.
This is
okay,
so cool.
So you come in, you enter the Academy. It loads for a second, some scribbles. It gives you this, like, welcome to the Academy. It gives you instructions on how to navigate it, just like a video game, okay? So you're going to navigate all this. It's like telling you what to do and how to do it. And then you'll notice there's an actual 3D model that you can swivel around, just as I did. And there's glowing aspects. So there's a top floor glowing and there's the outhouse glowing. And each of these leads to a collection of experiences. And the big thing to understand is that under construction sign is going to be all over the place. Because of the fact that the reason this has taken us so long is we were building the infrastructure to build the Degenerate. So this 3D model, every floor will open up and have several interactable experiences on it.
So this is like the backbone, the
this
foundation.
is the backbone, and this is what has taken us so long, is like building a 3D model that is both clickable on a front end while also being built in Blender, turned into code, shaped, transmuted, all of these things, and then actually like being able to connect to back-end interfaces and our partnerships that we're working with to like create experiences for you. This has been a nightmare to actually build. But like I said, Mono has this incredible creative vision, and it's been so tremendous to work with him and have that creative vision to lead kind of this development process. I will say development is typically done the opposite way, where developers don't typically follow, I would say, design, and instead design follows like technical limitations.
Insta versus reality.
This has been the exact opposite. Like it's been like, you tell us what you want and we'll make it be possible.
Yeah.
So let's dive a little bit into some of the things you're seeing here, right? So you may notice as I swirl around really quickly, I'm going to wait for it to pause on a part so I can actually determine what to talk about. So there's this outhouse over here on the right, that little thing. That's going to lead you to an experience that I won't spoil too much. I don't have any video previews for it, but it is a whole experience where you can hang out with your ape friends. I will also say
Twinning? Where's Twinning when we need him? We need to get him on here.
Why?
That's okay. That's the only spoiler I'll give. But continue. Sorry.
Okay. So the outhouse is not the bathroom. I would like to clarify.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. No. It's not. It's not twins. The outhouse is actually a secret place. Like if you've ever heard of like a secret
den?
library or a secret bar or a secret place where you can throw poop at each other. I don't know. That's just all I'm going to say.
Say no more.
That's all I need to say. And so then you'll notice there's a classroom, which I'm scrolling past really fast in this video. Sorry. But there is a classroom, and that classroom has a bunch of clickable things like a roadmap where you can view it without drawing dicks on it, which I would like to say is really just appreciated. We wanted to show our holders, our apes, basically, that they have the privilege of viewing us without scribbling all over our roadmap. They get to read it unfiltered.
So,
What's up?
Crass, I just want to say one thing. If I don't know if we can go back to the 3D Academy.
Sure.
One of the things that's very cool about this, so for those watchers who might have looked at NFTs on Ethereum, um, and looked at Bored Ape Yacht Club, for example, they had a little scavenger hunt, which was really cool. Where they opened up the yacht club. That wasn't 3D. That was a little scavenger hunt for people to try and win prizes. This kind of reminds me of that, but it's much more detailed. It's 3D, and it seems like it's something that's permanent that people will be able to hang out with, and then you will integrate little games and fun little trivia bits and pieces, and links to everything, and hopefully also a link to the DAO and all the other things we're doing in here.
Yeah, there's tons of links in here. If you'll go back to the video inside, one of the big things that I think you guys should take away is that we wanted to create experiences that really played on the community that we have here. We have this incredible community. We have a DAO. We have all of these people who are so invested, so welcoming to everyone, right? So we wanted to create experiences where you could hang out with your 8 friends, right? So the outhouse is a great place for you to hang out with your 8 friends. If you notice when we click on the top floor, there's something that I'm going to flash by on the desk here. When I click on it, not here. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, under construction, things are being built. But there's first of all, there's a roadmap, like I said, and then there's going to be, if I click on the desk, do I click on the desk? Yes. There's something called Banana Phone. This is one of our first partnerships that I guess I should share with you guys. So, does anybody remember Solana bananas?
Solana. Weren't they the very first? They were just after.
I
Element,
do.
weren't they?
I do.
Okay.
It's one of my worst losses on NFTs and some.
That aside, they're incredibly capable and incredibly talented game devs. And so we've been talking to them since they launched, actually, as like casual friends. And so we decided to partner with them on something where banana holders, ape holders, and panda holders can all come together and play a game together. And Banana Phone is the name of it. And all I will say is that it's going to get raunchy. But it's really cool. It's a really cool partnership. And then the Outhouse is actually a partnership we've built with Party Spaces, who are devs for a party space.
So it's like there's little sections in the academy where different partnerships
different partnerships live, different experiences live for apes. And then the big thing to take away is that this is just the beginning. This is just the infrastructure that we had. We basically had to build, if you were building a house, you would pour the concrete and then build the wire or the wood framing, right? This is our wood framing for the rest of our house. And that's why
we're still so early.
We're still so early, bruh. But we are gonna make it. But yeah, it's like so early, and it's, when I tell you how many nights that I have stayed up until 3 a.m. working with my dev team to try to figure out how to make stuff possible, that's like, I'm like, no, we have to have this exact detail.
It looks amazing. It looks so cool.
It's been so much effort.
You guys have done a great
job. So, what are devs doing next? Is that it?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You want to know more?
Okay. No. We're teasing. Like, we got more. Jokes aside, that is a monumental effort to put something like this together, of this quality and of this thoughtfulness. It could have just been slapped together randomly on a website, but these things do take time. But certainly for the community to see it is a great thing, and we definitely should do more of these now and then as well, where you can reveal the good stuff.
Yeah, so I guess if you want to switch it back to full screen or keep it on here, I don't care. But I'll touch on a little bit on 2022. So we have a lot coming. It's gonna be a big and beautiful year. As you guys know, we did merch, right? We did all of this stuff. One of the big things that I think you guys should be aware of is, there is the bathroom where banging will take place. Maybe you've historically heard to it as breeding, but it is definitely banging.
Should I bring up the rules?
Yeah, specifically gang banging. Which I want to clarify, when you are in a work meeting and you are like working and you're working with external agencies or external people, for example, or bringing in a new employee, and you casually mention the gangbang to your legal team, they really love it. They chef's kiss, like beautiful, beautiful moment. But so the gangbang is going to lead to a lot. There will be a lot that comes out of the gangbang, I would say.
Is this just
Um,
for twins or?
um, that's a good question. One that I can't answer.
Oh.
I'll leave you with a little bit of mystery there. But gangbanging is gonna be really fun. Um, there's gonna be a lot that comes out of it, and a lot of future um
It's
things.
so great that it's made you pause.
I literally I was literally just thinking to myself about all the things that are coming out, and I was trying to make like an ejaculation joke, but I couldn't do it cleverly, so I was trying. But it's gonna be a beautiful gangbang. On top of that, I think sorry, I'm reading the chat. So okay. Sorry, John Doe. Anyways, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit wild. But one of the big things that I think I want to stress is just like we built this foundation. Now we're ready to build more experiences for our community, right? Like things that really allow the community to interface, interact with each other, things that are rewarding to the community, things that are pleasurable to the community, things that are I don't know, what's the word for like multi-generational wealth
For
for
all
the
age groups.
community. Not for all age
Young
groups,
and
no.
no,
Not for all
no,
age
no,
groups.
18 and
No.
above.
18 and up. Please be
Yeah.
18 and up. But not everything's gonna be revealed tomorrow, actually. A lot will be revealed tomorrow, but some things won't. I think one of the biggest things that we're doing in 2022 is really hammering in on our partnerships. So we're really focusing on like who are we partnering with? There's some really big brand names we're talking to. There's going to be a lot of really big news, I think, for the community that's going to be very exciting for them. Um,
Can we mention anything
ultimately,
on Christie's or Sotheby's? Is that
how do you know about that? Shit,
word
I
on the
was supposed to say
street?
that. Alpha, alpha, alpha.
No, no.
No
Question
words.
for you,
Yeah.
Crass. I know this is all kind of quiet and mysterious, but how did you guys land on the term gangbang for a mechanic?
Oh man. Well, so gangbanging seemed like the right way to do it. We realized that our apes are probably not, monogamous per se. Maybe even not one person in bed at a time. Like apes are lovers. They're lovers, right? They love and they love hard and fast and with a lot of people. But it's okay because that's why they get to gangbang. And so gangbanging came from the realization there's a lot that technically went into it as well, but I won't touch on that as much because I'll lose you guys. But it came from the realization that we didn't want to merge two apes per se, right? Like we didn't
Hmm.
want
Yeah.
two apes to merge and breed like crypto kitties. That felt too generic. It felt like something everybody's doing, right? So we wanted to create a
Hmm.
gangbang, which means that your ape's traits matter and whichever apes that you may be gangbang with might matter.
Right.
Interesting.
Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yes, we'll leave that there. But gosh, now I need to go pick up some apes with random traits.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
on that
just
topic, Crass,
Uh-huh.
sorry, Tish, just
yeah,
quickly,
go
what
on.
are your favorite traits of the apes?
So I really love the bimbo pout. That's why my character has that one. My ape. I love the bimbo pout. I'm a big fan of pink dresses. Hate that they're the bottom of the floor. Love them because I'm a girl and there's so few girls in the community and like I love the representation in the NFT world that there are women in the space and I thought that was really inclusive of Mono to do. I really respected him for that when I was joining the project. We recently hired well, not recently. We hired an accountant and we gave her a maid costume one because she was literally cleaning up our mess. And so I'm a big fan of the maid one. I like the bubblegum trait, but I think my favorite is definitely the bimbo pout. As a pro bimbo person, uh, big fan of that.
Really cool. I was just going to ask, so with the gangbang, when you do discuss partnerships, what do you say to the people? Like, do they go,
Oh, we're
what
up
the
front.
hell?
We're just like, there's a gangbang. It's our apes are gonna be banging, bang, 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 banging on the bathroom door, and there's gonna be lots of gang banging. Oh my god,
Sounds
literally
like
the Shaggy song "Banging on the Bathroom Door" actually fits because you are banging on the bathroom. My mind is blown right now. That's
You need
fantastic.
to license that song as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
seriously,
can be the
Shaggy,
official
Shaggy. If you
gangbang.
want to do a partnership with us,
Tishran, we should get
hit
some
me up.
videos made
Yeah,
and have that as the, maybe we don't license the whole song, but just a clip of that. That would be
we can
hilarious.
definitely get some
Good
videos
shit.
made.
Get
Um,
some hype going.
Yeah.
Crass, this all sounds exciting. A ton of work must have gone into this, I'm sure, from the art, from
Lots
the
of
dev
sleepless nights, lots of
side.
weekends worked. I worked on Christmas,
Wow.
Yeah, I hear
and
you.
New Year's. I got proposed to over New Year's, and I was still working.
Wow,
My partner is really
congratulations.
upset with me about that, but it's fine. We'll make it. We're all gonna make it.
A
But
Degen
thank
wedding.
you. Probably not as degenerate as you'd think.
I
No.
think only in the Degenerate Ape Academy would you get proposed to one day and then be talking about gangbangs the
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, my partner. I bought my partner a Degen Ape when I first started working at Degen Apes. And I gifted it to him, and he was just over the moon. He was really excited. So I mean, my partner gets that my work is very crass. He also, met me, started dating me, is going to marry me, and knows that my name is Crass. So I think there's lots of fitting there.
Really cool.
Excellent.
So, is there any other plans you can reveal for 2022? Long term?
Um, Lots of games, lots of experiences. Your traits might matter more than you think.
Hmm?
That's all I can say.
And Crass, you know
Yeah,
that the Degen Trash Panda are a part of our family.
the
They're
Degeniverse.
Yeah.
the Degeniverse, exactly. Uh, is there anything that you guys are doing with that team or thinking of doing maybe in the future? I know that holding an ape will help you in their game, but I was curious how you see it.
There's a lot of discussion there. Nothing concrete has come out of it yet. So I would say at this point we have a lot of ideas, we have a lot of discussion. We also have a lot of technical limitations, and um, realistically, we have concrete. Yes, we want to do these. We also have concrete. Technically, those aren't possible. So we're working on like finding the bridge between them. I guess is the best way to say that.
I will say
Got
to
it.
people out there today, there's been a lot of news about the pandas, so check out Saint's thread for the rules of the game, and also Pitt's tweets because there's a lot of information there as well. I think everyone's
Man,
going
Pitt's
wild for
tweets
the
are a hit.
pandas, and we're just
Hit.
literally in a day just getting flooded with announcements and news.
Yeah, today's a great day.
It is
The
a great day.
1/11/2022. Because there's no
Jeez,
fun on that, but whatever.
can can devs do something? Devs are doing too much. Slow
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Um,
I've literally like I said, I was working the day I got proposed
oh,
over New Year's Eve, and I have very little regrets about that at this point. I feel like we're gonna ship. We're gonna ship confidently, and we're ready to ship. So, come join our ship tomorrow.
And then is
awesome.
it a
And,
holiday to go on holiday, be relax, or carry on?
Oh no, I went to Paris while I got engaged,
Oh,
so
did
I've
you?
just been I just work on my holidays. I'm
Yeah.
bad. I might take a day and just like take a whole day in the bathtub. That sounds good.
Perfect.
so, question for you. We talked about the trash pandas being part of the family and part
Hmm.
of the Geniverse. We also had our fun little cousins, the exiled apes, of course. Shout out to them if any are watching. I know you also are ape and trash panda holders.
Hmm.
So, how do you feel about them, Crash? Seems like they're a great bunch, and they've now been able to entangle some of their apes as well, and really sort of give identity to their community.
I'm proud of the exiles. like personally, this is not as the Degenerate Ape Academy. This is me personally, Crasskitty. I'm incredibly proud of the Exiles. They're the most tenacious community I've come across, and I really, really, really cannot stress enough how proud of that I am.
Excellent.
Um,
Well said.
thank you.
Yeah.
There's been so much internal debate about the Exiles. Like it's a hot iron topic, burning a hole into my heart. But I want to say that there have always and will always be members of the Degenerate team who are rooting for the Exiles and who are rooting for this community and rooting for the entire Degeneraverse. And I'd like to believe that's all of us that are rooting for the Degeneraverse, but specifically saying like there's some of us that really root for the Exiles.
Yeah, and I think it's great to hear that the dev team are thinking and talking to them as well. At least from the community front, Crass. A lot of us have gotten to know many of them. They've been fantastic, and I think we're getting to a point soon where the Degenerverse is going to become bigger and stronger. I hope.
The
So we'll see.
Degenerverse is just going to grow. I mean, generational wealth.
I think we'll still be talking about the Exiles in 2 years, 3 years, 4. I think they'll always
We'll always
be.
talk about them. We'll
Yeah.
always talk about them. They may be exiled, but not forgotten.
Yeah.
You know.
Eventually, they may even turn into gods of the Degenerverse.
Who knows? Not me. Yeah. Are there any other questions I can answer for you, gentlemen?
I'm interested in a meetup. Has there been any talk about any meetups?
We had one in Miami in December.
Yeah,
we did at Art Basel. I flew out a day before the event because that's when I decided I was going, and a day before the event, and then I threw a meetup a day before. But that we had about 12 of us. We all went to Fogo de Chao. It was very classy. It was very, very delicious. We got the meat sweats. We then went on a yacht party. Life was good. More meetups? Yes, they're happening.
Yeah.
When?
Who knows?
When moon?
Yeah.
We should definitely organize that, Crass, and that can be community driven and led as well. But I think with you leading the charge on the dev side, I guess you're part of the community too. But with you sort of linking those two bridges and adding that layer of officialness, I think a lot of people will come hang out with you and get meat sweats with you.
I would love to get meat sweats with all of my apes. That's my favorite thing to do. Other than gangbang. Apparently, virtually clarification. I am engaged, and I am monogamous in real life. But I think I envision a lot of parties in our future. We got to toast to the success of us as a community. It's very important.
And can we expect to see any new merch soon, or?
Like that song by like Ali and AJ that like I should not admit to knowing, but it goes like, "My lips are sealed." That's what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That merch that came out was fantastic. There's
High
been a
quality
lot of
AF.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of comments around the quality. I've had it, just the materials used, but also the art on the back of the T-shirt is mind blowing. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's how do I explain this? Again, one of those things where instead of us looking at like limitations in terms of like anything, Mono was just like, I want it to be the highest quality merch possible. So our the person who creates our merch, like they work with brands that are pretty prestigious and pretty high quality, and we figured anything for our apes, only the best for our apes.
So I know. Go on. Sorry, Saint.
Oh, just last question from me.
Yeah.
What is it like to work with Mono? Pull back the curtain for some of our community members.
Mono is a delight, a chaotic delight. So my whole life I've been called Hurricane Ashley because it's like everywhere I go, there's just a hurricane, right? I feel like I see a lot of similarity there in Mono, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean he is so creative. His brain is literally a whirlwind. It is chronically moving in a rapid cyclone, and he is at the eye of the storm and controlling the storm. And I hold on for dear life, and I get excited as I climb to new peaks with him. That's basically it. Mono is a delight to work with.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much. I suppose, Saint, we best let Crass go because it's got a launch to do tomorrow.
Yeah, I've
Very
got to stay
excited
up all
for
night
it.
tonight. It's very important. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You got a gangbang to get to. Let's go.
yeah.
let's go.
I'm not sure if you want to do a quick plug on your own project before you go. Just
Oh yeah. So on the side, when I have time, which is rare, I work on something called Keyhole Club, which is token gated adult content. Our next drop is on February 14th, so about a month from now, and you should check it out.
I know
Just in
Check
time
out
for
Degen,
Valentine's Day.
you know,
yeah,
little
Val-
Valentines for those that maybe don't have a Valentine.
Degen Darrell was very much interested in it. So
Were they really?
yeah, Degen Darrell, our little mascot for our Degen TV. So
That makes me so happy.
but yeah,
That
no,
makes me
thank you
so
very
happy.
much.
Thank you,
Been
gentlemen.
amazing.
Thank you. And this has been a delight, and I hope we can do this again soon.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. That's
Cool.
yeah,
I'll talk to
all
you
good.
later.
Perfect.
Bye.
Great to meet
Bye
you.
bye.
See you guys.
Take care.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.